The President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, has decided to address the nation on the welfare of his brother Gideon Moi, the last-born son of the former president and the late Mzee Moi. Yesterday, he addressed him and actually told him that his led company, the Standard newspaper, that is the bold newspaper, that he called and they termed it extortionist. He will not take him anywhere. And also, at the end of his statement, the president told Gideon Moi that let him do his worst. And as you all know, the only newspaper that is very bold, the only newspaper that addresses the president directly is the Standard. So the president did not leave it there. Today, on 25th of June 2026, when the youths and the Gen Z-led movement are planning for the nationwide maandamank, the president also has spoken directly to the Gideon Moi-led newspaper, the Standard or the Bold newspaper. And he has now addressed Moi one-on-one. What has the president said? The president on his X, formerly Twitter, has written this letter to Gideon Moi concerning the welfare of the workers of the Standard Media Group, saying, I quote, Gideon Moi, he has addressed him in a manner that Kenyans have also reacted on the same, because yesterday he spoke to Gideon Moi and today he has spoken to Moi. Now listen the message to Gideon Moi. There is the president addressing Gideon Moi on his X. You can go and confirm. I want to read the message. It's in quotes. Bro, Gideon Moi, for a billionaire like you to hide behind debts while forcing workers into months of unpaid labor to keep defending your Standard headlines is pure extortionist gangsterism driven by greed. It is heartless to loyal workers, an insult to journalism, and a betrayal of the free media values that the Standard Group once stood for. Now, the president has now decided to demean himself into someone's business affair. The business of running the country has become so big for the president, so that he has just seen, let him go and venture into someone's business. Now, let's ask ourselves this question. Gideon Moi's led Standard Media Group, that is his family and his business. Where is the president coming in from? Gideon Moi has not asked, has not required, has not written to anyone to advise him on how he should be paying his workers, on how he should be running his company. He has not written a letter to anyone to advise him on how his workers' welfare should be. But now the president himself, he has demeaned to an extent that now he has ventured into addressing things that are non-important to him. The only thing he should be doing now is managing the country. Kenyans are crying everywhere. Kenyans are yamming because life is very hard. The economic impact has reached and has hit hard the common mwananchi. Now the president is venturing into someone's business. You know, we all know that the president has now bought Nation Media Group. We all know that. And Media Max. We all know that the president has taken away Royal Media. Now, the only farm the president has found very difficult to have and to own and to buy is Standard Media Group, the oldest media farm in Kenya. And I remember people have been asking him, President, why can't you address national matters? You know, we have national matters that needs to be addressed. We have things that need to be addressed urgently. We have national crisis on fuel. Kenyans are crying. Cost of living is very high. And now the president is now talking about Nation Media Group. Just a mere farm. Just a mere bold line newspaper. The president is addressing the same while Kenyans are crying. While Kenyans are asking themselves about today's commemoration. Police are everywhere. Kenyans are being killed. Yet, the so-called president is here addressing someone's business. Gideon Moi hasn't written any letter. Gideon Moi has not written any letter to the president asking him to help in managing his farm's affair. Gideon Moi hasn't written any letter. Gideon Moi hasn't written any letter to President Ruto's advisors to help him manage the standard media farm. So why is Mr. President venturing and going into someone's business that he hasn't been invited? Why is the president interested? Why is the president so much interested in Nation Media Group? Why is the president so much interested into the welfare of the workers in the Standard Media Group? So those are some of the questions Kenyans are asking. Maybe the president has an interest. Maybe the president has reached out to buy the Standard Farm and Gideon Moi has denied. Because it is very alarming. It is alerting that the president of the Republic of Kenya is now fully engaging into quagmires, is fully engaging into doubts, into allegations about the Standard Media Group, which the Standard Farm leader and the manager, that is Gideon Moi, as he purports, has not responded yet. You know, it doesn't sound that good that you are addressing someone who is not responding to you. Gideon Moi hasn't responded because his bars are very high. Now, the president seems to be very desperate on running this country. I guess he has lost hope. I guess he knows that he has no future. He doesn't know what to give a priority. Because what I know, the Gideon Moi-led farm has not written any letter to the president to advise him on how to pay his workers, on how to manage his workers, on how to manage the Standard Media farm. The president has lost it. East Africa's Just Hub. Like, subscribe, and leave your comment. What is your feeling about this? What is your feeling? Because the president has ventured into someone's business that doesn't even need him. Why? Mbona rais anaingilia biashara ya mtu? Why do you feel? Is it that he has an interest in it? Or there is something maybe we don't know?